Good morning, everyone, and a warm welcome to today's free certificate webinar on network meta analysis and applications in HEOR, organized by CLIMED in collaboration with DualSphere Consulting and the Skill Development Program. Thank you for joining us on this Sunday morning from different institutes, organizations, and cities. We're delighted to see participants from academia, industry, and research who are keen to strengthen their understanding of health economics and outcomes research. Before we begin, just a few quick instructions. Please keep your microphones on mute during the talk. You can post your questions in the chat box at any time, and we'll be taking them up at the end during the Q&A session. Kindly ensure that you also have registered using the correct link so that your certificate would be issued correctly. So today's session focuses on how network meta-analysis helps compare multiple treatments simultaneously and support evidence-based decision in HEOR. To take us through this very important and rapidly evolving area, we are privileged to have with us Dr. Rajpal Singh, Global HEOR India Lead at ZS Associates. Joining the call today, we also have Dr. Ajit Singh, the founder and CEO of Climate Research Solutions, and Dr. Richa Goyal, the founder and CEO of DualSphere Consulting. Sir, do you have anything to say?
Yes, a lot of things. That's why we have called everyone here in this webinar. This is the main agenda of calling everyone. So, how many of you have registered for or shown your interest for the fellowship, guys? May I know people who are joining here?
You must be aware that we have come up with multiple programs. So
They
that's what
know,
Dr.
they
Ajit
know,
Singh is asking. Yeah.
they know, they know, they know. Yes, yes, guys. How many of you are now interested and shown your interest? I can see the names and all everything in our, list though, but I just want to ask you. Mm. Yes, guys, did you do it? Okay, so let me tell you guys now, right now, I think this is our, second webinar, what we are conducting in this row, to make HEOR and RWE and HTA more feasible and more understanding for the people. Okay, for the students, for the faculty members, and I will say in India many people they are not aware of, right? So we have come up with this webinar series, and we are putting our efforts. When I'm saying we, means Dual Sphere Consulting and CleMed both, right? We are putting our efforts to make it possible to make everyone understand and have some knowledge about HEOR. So in this row, further we have upgraded in one sec. In 2026, we have upgraded more, and we have come up with these two fantastic courses. I mean, if I say one is professional certificate course and one is fellowship, I mean that is for the first time in India. Fellowship, I think nobody is providing right now in India. We have come up with this fellowship for the first time, and we are inviting the people only for some very very limited seats, like 20 seats we have right now. Okay, and let me share this with you. So we have opened it for the for the interest of the people, and you won't believe that in HUR fellowship there are 20 seats, but we got till now we got 255. I just saw just before entering into this webinar, 255 interests we got. Okay, and same for the professional certificate course. There are 10 seats, only 10 seats we kept, because considering that it should be very personal training, for the professionals who are into the HEOR and who are working in the industry, we kept only 10 seats. And in that also, I was seeing for 10, we got around 78 interests, right? So I mean, people are interested and people want to know and people want to learn. And not only that, people want to get some good certificate and fellowships, what they can, sew up, and what they can sew up as their skills they have learned. right? This is very, very important for the people. This is very important for the students. So that's why we have came up with this diversion. We launched two courses at the same time, because it should be very obvious for everyone. For the students, the professional certificate course is not, I believe, the people who are pursuing their MPharms or MPH or MDS or BDS or PharmDs. That course is not for them. That course is not for them, because that is for the professionals, where we teach something from intermediate level to advanced level. That is not for the people who are just in the school or pharmacy school or medical school or public health school. They don't know that things much. And that's why, so to consider all the facts, and to keep our students in mind, we came up with the fellowship. And fellowship is a much comprehensive plan, because the course is just a very straightforward 2 months plan for everyone, right? 2 months plan for, I mean, the professionals, like where they can come and they can learn the very niche areas of HTA, very niche areas of HEOR, and they can understand the modeling, they can learn the modeling, and they can upgrade themselves, they can upgrade themselves in the industry, right? So that is for them. But HEOR fellowship is for like everyone means including the students, either they are PharmD fifth year or sixth year student, or maybe MPharm first year or second year students, PhD students in HEOR, or PhD students in public health, or MPH, BDS, MDS, MBBS. This is for everyone, right? And even for the working professionals. So we kept it like in this also, we kept some seats for the working professionals, and majority of the seats for the students, right? And considering that only, we kept the fees also, right? So let me just take you through briefly with this with our programs. I hope this is the fellowship first. Yeah. So first of all, fellowship is when we say fellowship. When we say fellowship, everyone, it is not just that everyone can come and launch a fellowship. There are efforts, there are contacts, there are collaborations. We cannot launch, as if if I as a CLIMAD want to launch fellowship, I'm not eligible. Okay. If Dr. Richa wants to launch fellowship as Dual Sphere cannot. So that's why we need people, we need collaborations. And for fellowship, see, you can see the logos here. We, Dr. Richa, Gitanjali Institute of Pharmacy, Gitanjali University, Udaipur. For the
Dr. Jeet,
affiliations,
do you mind resharing? We cannot see the screen. It's black and it just says has started sharing.
one sec. I'm so sorry. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll share. I'll reshare. I'm so sorry for that. Yeah, I'll share the whole screen then. That would be better. I hope now it is visible.
Yes, Dr. Ajit. Please go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you for yeah. So see, you can see here the all the logos, and along with that, not only we need the university and trainers and institute to give you the certificate, but we need, because we have to give you a complete practical scenario, complete practical project, full practicum knowledge, right? So for that, we have associated with Tamram Medical Center, which is the multi-specialty hospital in Chennai. So they are our partner to give you the data, real time data, to do the project. Okay, that is up to you. If you want to do it online or offline, you are welcome to TMC for a month to do your research there, to collect the data and make your models or whatever you want to do. In HEOR, that will be decided by the guides, by the mentors who are in the fellowship, right? So we need a full ecosystem to launch the fellowship. Okay, and these efforts were going on for almost 6 to 7 months. Lot of contracts, lot of agreements, lot of MOUs, and lot of talks, meetings. And that's how we came up with this, like, okay, so we can do something really good. Okay, and this is not about money, this is about like, definitely it is a good thing for us that we are providing something unique in India, and no one else does the fellowship thing. Okay, so this is a fellowship, let me tell you. So this is starting on 11th March. Okay, so you all can show your interest. If you are interested, still you can show. We are in the talks with the university and hospital again, to increase some more seats looking at the interests. Okay, if they can keep 20 to 25 or 24, I mean, we cannot definitely ask them for 100 or 50 or 40, but yes, we can ask them for more seats, where we can accommodate a little more patient, I mean little more participants, and then we can because see, they also have to arrange the things, right? So please show your interest by January 31st. And then the selection process we have already started, because we already got the number, right? So we have already started the interviews and all. We will be keeping them on hold, and some of them who are really brilliant, we can ask them to get admit right away. Okay, they can do the admission process also right away after the interviews. We have not started interviews yet, but we'll be completing before January 31st some of the interviews and some of the admissions, because we got some really wonderful CVs, and we feel that they deserve to be in the fellowship, right? So here is the fellowship interest form. We'll be sharing this in the groups again. Okay, so I'll not go by everything in this browser. Program objectives, definitely to enhance the skills in translating the real world evidence into payers decisions, STA briefs, and value dossiers, policy documents, and you will be learning all type of modelings, and all type of cost analysis, right? So here definitely you must have that in mind, like what we will be becoming, or what we'll be doing after fellowship. So definitely you will become the HEOR scientist, analyst, HEOR associate, or real world evidence researcher, market access, price specialist, pricing specialist, and health technology assessment evidence analyst, policy researchers, pharma, medtech, value evidence. I mean, you can go, I mean, there is a vast, I mean, telling you vast career aspects and career scope after this. And definitely if you are interested in HEOR, I believe you must do, because this is not costly. First thing, what a student keep in mind, when I was a student, I used to think like, okay, if it is in my budget or not, after paying the fees and everything. So we kept it into your budget. 100% we kept it into your budget. Okay, so process is simple. First you have to show your expression of interest, then panel screening and shortlisting will be there, interview round, and then you will get the admission confirmation after payment of the fees, right? Who can attend? See this: pharmacy students, pharmacy professionals, M.Pharm, B.Pharm, you can do it. Medical, allied health sciences, MBBS, MD, nursing, allied health sciences professionals, public health professionals can do, working professionals from pharma, CRO, consulting, hospitals, insurance, market access. So I mean, early career researchers and academicians can do it for more learnings from the health economics, outcome research. And then career switchers who wants to get into the HEOR, they also can, this is a wonderful scope for them. So I'll not go to the highlights and all, you please get through it, but yes, just this is very interesting. Here I want to show you that 6 months your classes will be 100% online every week, practical assessment based things. Okay, and then 1 month real time project in hospital. It is online and offline, completely understanding your availability. If you are a student, you may not be able to go 1 month to the hospital, so we will arrange either nearby, or we will arrange the online things from the hospital. They will provide you the data, they will be guiding you, our mentors will be guiding you. So completely online, offline, however you want, it is up to you. And then the beautiful part is convocation plan. Okay, we have our convocation plan, in the university or in the hospital, Chennai or Udaipur. That will be a 3 days full-fledged conference, and along with that the convocation for our all the fellows. Okay, and 3 days immersion program also in that. Like for the fellows, there will be immersion program means there will be live hands-on practice for special things for the specialized domains in the during the conference, right? And during the our immersion programs, and there will be convocation definitely after the 7 months. So yes, someone is asking online or offline. These 6 months are completely online. First 6 months, the course training will be completely online. From anywhere in the world you can join it. And then this 1 month also, you can join online or offline. It is completely up to you. Considering your availabilities in mind, we kept it either online or offline, not from our side. It will be your decision. If you want to come to the hospital, you're most welcome, can do the project there. If you want to conduct your research online, you can do it online. It is completely up to you, right? And then 3 days yes, that these 3 days are must for every fellow. Okay, these 3 days will be must for every fellow because this will be our convocation and immersion program, right? So you have to plan it. We will share the dates and everything once we start this with our fellows, right? So this is the curriculum, right? And see, this big panel I was talking about, the efforts, putting the efforts and putting the collaborations together was so hectic for us, but we made it possible. Took a lot of time, but finally this is with you. Okay, in front of you, you can see that Dr. Pramod Kumar Rajput sir, our senior leader, and our director of the board, Dr. Afreen from Gleneagles Health City, Chennai, Dr. Mahendra Rai sir, Dr. Gaurav Jayani from PGMR Chandigarh, Dr. Mahendra Rai sir from Trinity Life Sciences Singapore, Dr. Murtuja Stationwala from Pfizer, Dr. Ashish Mukherjee from, he's into the global health market access right now, working from Italy. Dr. Neeraj Mehta, founder of Nested Knowledge. You must have heard of the Nested Knowledge, one of the wonderful platform for systematic reviews and meta-analysis, and they have all type of literature part and more, right? Dr. Anuj Mubai, right? Dr. Mayura Deshpande from Switzerland, Dr. Rajpal Singh, Dr. Venkata Sarmila from Singapore, Dual Sphere, and Miss Akanksha Verma from Dual Sphere. And then you will have the best panel with us from Dual Sphere, from Tambram Medical Center, from TMC, and from university side. So you will have your all doubts clear, and the coordinators also, right? And this is the 1 month real time project, so internship will be available online and offline, both the models, based on the fellow's choice it will be given. Okay, so 3 days institutional immersion. Definitely, you will be partnered hospital or institute, university will be doing it, right? And you will be getting the fellowship award, and convocation gown, and everything will be arranged for you when you are coming for the convocation. Definitely, it will, because it's a degree, it's a fellowship degree, right? And career support. There are two one-to-one professional career mentorship sessions. Not only two, we'll be making it more. We are in the talks with more people, more experts from the industry right now. And yes, someone was asking about the certification and assessment criteria. Yes, so definitely, first of all, you need the minimum 60% of attendance in live classes. Okay, attendance contributes 10% weightage to the final evaluation. It does not mean that only attendance is attendance. No, attendance is having the weightage in your final marks also, 10%. Okay, so, and then assignments, 20%, four assignments will be there. 5% weightage per assignment is mandatory will be. Then final viva voice will be for 20%, and final exam will be there for 50%. Final exam will be multiple choice questions and the written exam as well. Okay, website, on the website you have to do it, right? Our website links and all will be provided, definitely. So this is your final certification task, okay, that you have to do. Now I'll come to the fellowship fees, which everyone was asking in that also. So the actual program fees is 80,000, okay, because considering everything, including your internship, including your convocation, everything, I mean, and 20 students, we don't get anything. Okay, frankly, if I said we don't get anything, we may have to pay from our pockets also, but that's fine. Okay, I mean, the 80,000 is just the final fees for what we say that on the papers, but we consider all the students and all the people. So we have our own funds. We have our own CSR funds, corporate social responsibility funds, from other industries also, for our from our CLIMED and Dual Sphere also. So for the students, we came up with 75% discount. This is the final fees what you have to pay for 7 months. Okay, nothing else, nothing extra. Only 20% for the students and 40% for the working professionals. So anyone who is a current student or non-working professional, who is a current student or non-working professionals, they can avail 75% of the subsidy in the fees, and their total fees will be 20,000 only. Okay, and the people who are from the industry, they have to pay 40,000, and for them also we have the 50,000 CSR subsidies. Okay, so this is that about this fellowship, guys. And if you are really interested, please fill your interest form, and along with that you can get our get into the fellowship. And let me show you this program also once, just a brief 2 minutes. So this is the program. Again, this is the program with the Duosphere and QDO and CLIMED we are providing. hands-on training program for HEOR professionals. This is 2 months intensive training program, as I told you, to equip the professionals with practical, industrially ready, skills across the health economics, outcome research, real-world evidence, and market access. So there are 8 core sessions, 2 guest sessions by HEOR leaders, 1 class per week, evening hours and weekends. Only 10 seats, right? Because we need individualized, personalized training. Okay, so here strong. You can just go through. I'll not go through everything. And definitely for whom it is, HEOR and RW professionals, market access pricing teams, pharma and consulting professionals, postgraduates, researchers entering into the HEOR, clinical transitionals into the HEOR roles. So they can join, right? Again, you have to make your selection by the same process. You have to show your interest first, and then you will be selected for the interview. Okay, this is the whole program structure with your assignments, case studies, when you will get what, right? And then again, guest sessions will be there, assessment criteria, weekly quizzes, practical assignments, and final assessment, right? And definitely, the fees for this is 35,000 for Indian, you know, participants, or Indian industry delegates, and USD 500 for the from the people outside India, right? And this is starting on 15th February. So we are filling the seats very fast. As I told you, there are 78 people shown their interest, and I'm very sure that we'll get our 10 right away. But still, if you feel that you are perfect to attend this course, please come and join. Okay, please come and join. I invite, and I'll be sharing these links to you, in the chat here, also in the groups here also, right? So with that, guys, I think I'm inviting you again from the with a very personal invitation to all of you to join this. And if you have any questions, we can discuss that after the webinar. Yes. So, Dr. Richa, you have a question here. I think, does
I
this
just
course
want
include
to
placement?
say, I'll come to it. But what we are trying to emphasize again and again, we are coming up some first with some of the things for the first time, right?
Yes,
So all these things involve commitment. All of
absolutely.
us are studying side by side. Of course, we are, some of us are in full-time jobs, right? Please, when you register, we would like to have complete commitment from your side, because it's a full commitment from my team and Dr. Ajit's team, right? We have also extended invitations to international speakers who are leaders in HUR space. So the kind of connect that you will get through these courses with that leaders will stay forever. It will open immense opportunities for you. So yes, coming to your answer for placements, let's see how it goes, maybe directly, indirectly, but what we can assure you, that through our courses and training materials, we will equip you to be able to give interviews in a much better and a successful way. This is what we can say. And another thing, when you attend these courses, you will make connects with these speakers who are global leaders in HUR placed internationally, right? You can talk to them, you can connect with them. So we are bringing this kind of opportunity right to you. Now it is up to you how you make most of it. But definitely, it will be filled with quizzes, projects, assignments. So we want 100% dedication and commitment. Choose your course. If you have 2 months, you can start with the HEO course for professionals. If you can commit 7 months, then go for the fellowship program. But as we said, we have a certain selection criteria. We have limited seats so that we can also focus on the participants fully from our side, right? uh, so this is to answer the question. Okay. I'm currently a program fellow in an NGO. Will I come under professional or student? Dr. Akanksha, first see how much time you can commit. Also, it depends on your knowledge and the knowledge that you want to gain. So it's an amalgamation of all this. Sir, will this fellowship will be offered next year?
I believe yes, because we want to make it as a continuation. We want to make it as a legacy. Okay. That's our plan. Okay, but right now I cannot commit. But yes, we are planning. Definitely, we will coming up with at least one batch every year. And if the responses are very good, then maybe 2 batches. I'm not sure if the second batch comes in September only now. But right now, I cannot commit.
And stay tuned. We are coming with much more, courses, programs, short term, mid term, long terms, depending on
Yes.
the requirements.
Yes, yes, absolutely, absolutely. Anyone else? Placement, someone was asking. I think we have discussed that.
Yes, Dr. Ajit, we have. I've told
Yes.
them the pros of attending these kinds of sessions, how we can make them connect with industry leaders.
Yes,
And of
absolutely.
course, it's a commitment of time. We want people to participate in assignments, projects, everything. We are
And
bringing it to their doorstep. Now they have to make the most of it.
and just think of why we kept 10 or 20 seats. Okay, not
Yes,
not
yes.
100. So we want the best which we can observe, absorb, or which the industrialist who are having the eyes on our fellowship can directly take up from here. Okay. Is there any NOC needed? For us, no. It is completely
Yeah,
your interest.
yeah.
Muthu Kumar, is 20,000 for a student is final amount or any additional? No, no additional amounts. Yes, when you are going for internship, that everything is on you. You have to pay for stay, you have to pay for your travel. When you are coming to, attend the convocation, you have to pay for everything except, stay we will be providing for your fellowship. When you are coming for your convocation, your stay, your food, your registration for the conference is on us, and your convocation gown and everything is on us, because that is immersion program. So that we will be taking care. Okay, that we will be taking care, definitely. But you don't have to pay anything extra to us after this. Fellowship can be done online. Yes, fellowship can be done online. If I can attend from Singapore or Taiwan, there will be internship location. See, internship location is in India only, but as I told you, when you can do it from anywhere. It is available online also. We will provide you the data from hospital. Don't worry about that, okay? May I know if both courses, fellowship and short course? No, 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 Aditya. Short course is completely, as I told, it is covering from intermediate to advanced level of modelings. That is focusing on modelings and what you need to upgrade in the industry. Fellowship is from the very basic. Maybe there are the classes on what is HEOR, first classes, right? So this is different. Syllabus is completely different. Why we kept it just for 2 months and why we kept intensive for 7 months? There's a difference, right? There is a difference, huge difference in the syllabus. I work in PV. If as a fresher, is this any helpful for me? You have to think, but if you want to switch to HEOR, definitely it will be helpful. My job role is online, so online option will be best for me. Yes, Somi, definitely you can attend, dear. Vivo 80,000, 20,000, 35,000. So 20,000 is for fellowship for students. Okay, and 40,000 for the people who are working in industry. Very simple. And 35,000 is professional course, not fellowship. 80,000 is the fees, which is not what you are paying. Okay. I hope it is clear. Vivo 12 I2011. Is internship paid? Paid, yes, you have to pay 20,000 if you are a student. What was the uses of these course? If you are interested in HEOR, it will upgrade yourself. Salumbar district. At present, I am in Salumbar district. May I meet Dr. Ajit sir? You have to come to Manipal, dear. You can meet definitely. I live in Manipal. Will you please confirm the cost of a short course and fellowship? Short course 35,000 and fellowship 20,000 for students, 40,000 for professionals, guys. It's very simple question. Actually, I'm working professional, but I have taken break. What is the fees for me? That Dr. Risha only will answer. I cannot say anything right now.
Yeah, so I think
Tricky
Dr.
question.
Ajit, I think Dr. Ajit honoring Dr. Rajpal's time also. Let's start with the webinar. We are here
Yeah,
to answer
we'll take the
any.
questions. We'll take these questions later, guys. Don't
Yes,
worry.
yes.
And major instruction, if you are here, you have to fill the form to get the certificate. Without filling the form, if you are asking me the certificate, forget it. I will not even reply. Okay? I'm telling you, because I get hundreds of the messages after, sir, I left 10 minutes before, sir, I was not aware, sir, I forgot. You have to fill the attendance, come feedback form at the end, then only you are getting the certificates, guys.
Yeah,
Jokes apart, but yes, feedback form is important for all of us, for our faculty members who are coming and putting their efforts, putting their time. Okay. Yes.
yeah.
So yeah, yes, guys.
Let's start.
We will share all the links. So over to you, Tanvi.
Yeah, considering
Yes.
cold in North India and seeing Dr. Rajpal, let's start the session.
Yes, I will definitely, we will answer all the questions after the webinar, guys.
We
Okay.
are here only. Yeah.
Hello.
Yes, then we go
Yes,
ahead.
Tanvi.
Yeah.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. It's better now. Yeah.
But your internet has some glitch, Tanvi. You can switch off your video. I mean, that's not necessary because your bandwidth of the internet is not
The
connecting well.
India HEOR team at ZS, partnering with global pharmaceutical clients to design and execute evidence generation strategies,
We did not hear the first part. Please start again the introduction.
You want me to
enhance the
introduce?
impact
Let's
of health
start
economics
again.
and outcomes research initiatives.
Tanvi, you can no problem. It's okay. You can keep your video off. I think the bandwidth
Yeah.
is not good. Yes, please.
Yes. I hope I'm audible now. I'll just restart. I'm very sorry.
That's okay. Perfect now.
Today's session, Dr. Rajpal Singh. He's based in New Delhi in India. Clients to design and execute evidence decision
Uh,
making and enhance the
Tanvi,
impact of health economics and outcomes research
Tanvi,
initiatives.
let me take
Yes,
Tanvi,
Rajpal.
Tanvi, I'm so sorry.
okay.
I'm so sorry. Your
Yeah,
voice is
I don't know. It's
completely
not work.
breaking.
Yes. I
It's
tried
okay. It's
switching
okay.
as well.
Let
Yeah.
Dr. Richa can
I
introduce.
will.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let
I'm
me
so
take it up.
sorry. Thank you.
That's
Yes.
fine. Fine. Chill. No problem.
Hi everyone. Thank you for taking out your time on Sunday. And let me introduce our speaker for today. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Rajpal Singh. Rajpal leads India HEOR team at CS, partnering with global pharmaceutical clients to plan, design, and execute evidence generation strategies that inform decision making and enhance the impact of HEOR initiatives. He has over 15 years of consulting and HEOR experience dedicated to pharmaceutical industry. His core competency include RW generation with a focus on outcomes research, epidemiology, and delivery of customized evidence generation solutions across diverse data sources and therapeutic areas. Before joining ZS, Rajpal served as director of HEOR and RW at various organizations, including DualSphere and Skyward Analytics, where he expanded the evidence generation team and provided strategic research leadership and support to pharmaceutical client. Prior to this, he was associated with IQVIA for 7 years, driving evidence generation projects to meet client specific needs for the US and European market. He holds bachelor's and master's degree in pharmacy, specialization in pharmacology, and doctorate in management studies, specialization in clinical research. But one very motivating thing I would like to talk about Dr. Rajpal here is this guy kept on focusing on his education, training, and competency along with his career. He is a very keen learner, a very sharp learner. I've had the opportunity to work with him across the years, and starting from MPharm, then doing PhD, working on the competency skills. That's how you have a successful and you lead a successful career, right? So a big round of applause for Dr. Rajpal, and let's start the session.
Yeah. Thanks, Dr. Richa. Let me share my screen. Hope the screen is visible.
Yes, sir. Just make it full screen. It's perfectly fine.
Yeah. Okay, that's. Thank you. So, thanks, Dr. Ji. Thanks, Dr. Richa. So let me start with this. Yes. Richa, would you like to take this slide as an introduction to the session?
Sure, I can. Okay, so what are we expecting? What are the key learning? So we will learn about SLR and NMA feasibility, understand how study design, population characteristics, outcomes, and network connectivity determine whether an NMA is appropriate. So I'm an SLR professional in HEOR. I started my career. So what I want to say here is, for every SLR, NMA doesn't fit. You have to do a feasibility first. Identify treatment effect modifiers, missing data, heterogeneity, because if the data has a lot of heterogeneity, then also meta-analysis is not possible at times. transitivity and consistency assumptions. Interpret the assumptions underlying indirect comparisons and assess whether direct and indirect evidence are coherent. Recognize scenarios where violation of transitivity or consistency may limit confidence in results. Coming to heterogeneity and statistical considerations, differentiate clinical, methodological, and statistical heterogeneity and understand their impact for and implications for model choice. Interpret key effect measures for binary and continuous outcomes. Now, the major part is interpreting NMA outputs. How do you read and interpret network diagrams, relative effect estimates, credible intervals, league tables, and Sukra rankings? For many of us, these things may be new. Some of us have some knowledge about it, but let's learn more about it. Translate statistical outputs into comparative insights across treatments. Takeaway: NMA integrates fragmented clinical evidence into a coherent comparative framework that supports confident HEOR and market access decisions. Let's learn and grow. Over to you, Rajpal.
Yeah, thanks, Dr. Richa. So team, when we conduct a systematic literature review, that's not the end. So post the systematic literature review, we do a quality assessment of the included studies to check basically that what is the quality of evidence that we are getting from these published manuscripts. And based upon that, then we follow up with the NMA feasibility assessment, that whether the studies that we have identified from a systematic literature review are homogeneous enough to go into an analysis. We will be discussing this in detail, that what heterogeneity means, that and what we check for it. And then only for the feasible studies that fit into an NMA feasibility assessment goes into a network meta-analysis. This is a Prisma flowchart that we prepare for conducting a systematic literature review, that how many studies with which we started our systematic literature review. And with our predefined PCOS criteria, we have taken certain inclusion and exclusion decisions, and based upon what we have finalized that these studies has been identified after a systematic literature review. Now, what we call as NMA feasibility assessment. So basically, we have to identify that the patients and the studies that has been identified in a systematic literature review are homogeneous enough. Enough means that the study design should be similar, because in an ideal scenario, a randomized clinical trial cannot be compared with the observational study, because a randomized clinical trial has certain inclusion exclusion criteria for patients, but in observational studies we don't have those restrictions, so the patient population differs here. So ideally they cannot be compared head to head in a network meta-analysis. So we check for the inclusion for the patient characteristics within the study and across the studies which are going into a network meta-analysis. Then we check for transitivity and consistency. Transitivity, we can say that if treatment B is hypothetically better than A and A is better than C, then we can presume that B is better than C. This is a completely mathematical calculation, that which study is better than which, or the study outcomes are better in which population. When we do a feasibility assessment, we check for three type of heterogeneity. First one is the clinical heterogeneity, that we check for the variability in the participants. Participants means the patients that were included in that specific randomized clinical trial or the observational study. Interventions means the doses should be similar, if not the same, across the studies. And outcome studies, because these network meta-analysis are done for specific outcomes. We cannot compare two different outcomes. Like we cannot compare HbA1c levels with blood glucose levels, because these two are different outcomes for diabetes only. But yes, the measurements and everything is different in that. Second one, we check for methodological heterogeneity, that is variability in study design and risk of bias. Study designs means a randomized clinical trial cannot be compared with the observational study, whether retrospective or prospective. But yes, if it is an observational study, retrospective versus prospective studies, these can be compared in a network meta-analysis. Then risk of bias, that check for the quality of the publication of that clinical trial. Then we check for the statistical heterogeneity, that is the variability in the intervention effects being evaluated in different studies. We cannot say that if a same molecule metformin in diabetes is reducing the HbA1c level by 2 in a single study, but that same molecule with the same dose has reduced HbA1c level by 10 in any other study, or 6 or 8. So that variability in intervention based upon the statistically heterogeneity should not be there throughout the studies. So these are some of the example of network diagrams that we prepare to check for that whether all those studies are connected to a network or not. First one is a single closed loop. Like we had certain studies which are comparing ibuprofen with indomethacin, certain studies comparing indomethacin with placebo, and there might be one study who is comparing ibuprofen with placebo. The breadth of, or basically the breadth of these lines indicates the number of studies which are comparing these two combinations. It can be a single closed loop, it can be a star network, it can be a connected network that we generally see, or a complex networks when we work on these projects. Now, how we do these heterogeneity checkings? So some of the parameters that we check are basically what is the publication types. Publication type gives us clarity about risk of bias assessment, because yes, if we have a conference abstract, that will have a very limited information. So the risk of bias might be more in that publication. What are the countries where the studies were conducted? What is the number of patients in that study? Number of patients also matters, because if there is a study which has 3,000 patients, cannot be compared with the study which has just 10 or 20 patients, because the number of patients included in the study has not been similar. Then what is the intervention and comparators, including their dose per day? Here, like we have amisulpride 400 to 800 mg per day, it cannot be compared with the dose of amisulpride 1200 to 1600 per day in a similar manner. Then we have to do a dose stratified analysis. What is the phase? What is the population? Whether, because adults response will not be similar to a pediatric patient or a geriatric patients. Here we have to check that the patient population that has been included in a clinical trial should be similar enough. What is the population type? Like patients with acute psychotic exacerbation of schizophrenia, all the patients should be of same disease condition. We cannot compare schizophrenia patients with bipolar disorder patients or any other psychiatric conditions as well in a network meta-analysis. All the patients should be of a same disease condition. Whether inpatient or outpatient patients, yes, we take into consideration these aspects as well, because a patient who is taking a medication at house might have missed certain doses, and the response will not be similar to the patients which are in inpatient or which are hospitalized. What is the trial design? This we also compare across the studies which are entering into a network meta-analysis. Then quality assessment, that what is the quality of the study or of the publication. We have certain criteria like risk of bias assessment from Cochrane for the randomized clinical trials. For observational studies, we have black and down checklist and other checklist as well. So through those, we check for the publication bias as well as what is the quality of the publication. And if the quality is lower for a certain publication, that can be excluded from the analysis. Next, we move to transitivity assessment. This we do for all the studies that are in the that are included from a systematic literature review and going for a feasibility assessment. Here we talk about variables or baseline characteristics across, or we also call them effect modifiers. Effect modifiers, why? Because yes, these aspects can affect the outcome based upon the patient, like what is the setting of the patient of the clinical trial, what is the age, gender, race, ethnicity, age of onset of certain disease, what is the duration of a disease, what is the weight of patient, and certain other scores to identify the severity of that specific disease condition. Now, how we compare these? To comparing these, we create graphs. So these are called as basically we prepare these graphs and then we showcase these graphs and all the data to a KOL. Who is a KOL? KOL is a key opinion leader who has a good experience in that disease area serving patients. Basically, a good renowned doctor of a good country. Basically, if we are working for a scientific for a client, it should be from client side only who take decision whether we should exclude or include that study in the analysis. We HEOR professionals don't take this decision. We prepare this data. We basically extract information from manuscripts, articles, and then we showcase it to a KOL. So, like we have shown here that this specific study has patient population with mean age of 15.4. We will ask this question to a KOL whether other studies have adult patient, but this has a pediatric patient. Should we include this study in the analysis or should be excluded? Ideally, this study should be excluded from the analysis and we will do analysis for the left studies. But what if there are a lot of studies, like 200 or 400 studies that are going into a network meta-analysis that we have done? In those cases, we prepare these box and plot graphs. Box plot graphs, how to read this? Generally, we have a box plot for a single treatment. Like there might be 20 studies reporting on lurasidone, then we will be preparing a box plot. How to read this box plot? So the center line would be the median value of across all the studies. Suppose there are 20 studies reporting on lurasidone. Then this is the median value of age. Then we have upper quartile, lower quartile. These are called as interquartile ranges. And then this is the maximum value across all studies that are reporting on lurasidone. And what is the minimum value that is reporting on lurasidone? So this can be prepared easily in Excel, and we showcase this to a KOL to understand that yes, there are certain studies which has lower than 18 years of patient to, and then we have to take a decision that whether this should go into analysis or not. Now we move to outcomes. We have identified everything. We have done the feasibility assessment. Now it's time that what type of outcomes do we see generally? In the feasibility assessment, we have done assessments for the effect modifiers, whether that all the studies have same homogeneous environment, same homogeneous study design, same homogeneous type of participants, intervention, statistical homogeneity. Then the studies that has been selected will move ahead with the analysis. Then we talk about the outcomes. There are generally two type of outcomes, dichotomous outcomes. First one is the dichotomous outcome, which is also called as binary outcome. Dichotomous outcome or binary outcomes are which where an event can happen or not. Like in an oncology studies, we have either what is the mortality rate, either the death has happened or not. Anything related to this where an event has happened or not is called as binary outcome. Like if we here we have an example that in a trial, 100 patients took fluticasone for asthma, 76 patients got relief, 76 patients are cured, others are not. Like in the second example, 160 patients were randomized to vonoprazan and placebo for gastric ulcer bleeding. Gastric ulcer healing was for 50 patients in vonoprazan arm, and in placebo it is for 20 only. Means the event has happened or not. It is like that. It will be a binary number, n by n, small n by capital N. Capital N will be the total number of patients in that specific treatment arm versus the number of patients who are having that event. Second type of outcome, we call it a continuous outcome where a change is happening. Change happening means if the body weight at the start of a trial is 48 kgs and then it has reduced or increased, so what is the change between that? Suppose we have done a clinical trial for paracetamol, but when we have included the patients, they had a mean temperature of 102, that has been reduced after a treatment to 99, then the change is 3. 102 minus 99. That change, whenever there is a change, that is called a continuous outcome. It is already always calculated as mean difference and standardized mean difference. Mean difference means if we have 80 patient at the start, what is the mean at that time? And when we talk about after 6 week of treatment, 8 week of treatment, what is the mean of the all the patients? And then we calculate difference between the baseline and endpoint means. After identifying the outcomes, after identifying the model that we have to use, then we create our data tables. These data tables are like, what is arm 1? Arm 1 is placebo. This is the main difference. This is the standard error. For the arm 2, this is the that is from Lorazepam. This is the mean. This is the standard error. For arm 3, this is the main difference. This is standard error. These are already reported in clinical trial results or the publication that we have identified from a systematic literature review. We just populate these in a form of a table and then do the calculation. After this, we run this data through various models that are in R, that we run in R or R Studio or R Shiny. These models are already available freely. You can search for an NMA model and then you can just input your data and run the analysis. You will have the results of that. Now, the main thing is that you have identified the studies, you have done the feasibility assessment, you have prepared tables, you have the NMA run. Then what are the to identify and basically infer the results of an NMA? These are generally in form of forest plots and league tables and rankograms. How to read these forest plots? This is generally a combination of two forest plots where all the treatments are compared with placebo and then all the treatments are compared with Lorazepam. We generally see half of this, but yes, we can prepare multiple type of forest plots in Excel as well. There is no hard and fast rule for this. Now, how to read this? Here, first one, let's read first one, aripiprazole versus placebo. To this side, it favors intervention. Towards this side, it favors comparator. Intervention here is aripiprazole. It means this is a effect size that is minus 1.09 towards the intervention. Means this outcome, that is change from baseline in MADRS. MADRS is a scale for schizophrenia. It means that aripiprazole offers more reduction of MADRS versus placebo by value of 1.09. Aripiprazole has more reduction of MADRS after treatment with aripiprazole versus placebo by a component of 1.09. Suppose if the baseline MADRS is 16 for both the arms, and after treatment of 6 weeks with aripiprazole and placebo to both the intervention arms, aripiprazole has offered more reduction of MADRS. And these are the credible intervals. Generally, when we do an analysis or when we talk about stats, we read about confidence intervals. Confidence intervals and credible intervals are similar, not the same. Whenever we are doing a simulation, we're doing the same analysis multiple times, then we have to call it a credible interval, not confidence interval. Whenever we do a network meta-analysis, in the models of network meta-analysis, these analyses are done multiple times. Multiple times means around 80,000 times. And the results that we are getting are the basically average of those 80,000 analysis. And when we conduct this simulation for these many times, then we call them credible intervals. Means the mean difference is 1.09, but the 95% confidence interval or credible interval lies from minus 3.24 to 1.08. And this central line, this central line that is at 0 means this is called as line of null effect. If any credible interval is crossing this line, means the results are not statistically meaningful. And if the mean difference is 0, means both the treatment arms, aripiprazole versus placebo or A versus B, doesn't have any difference in the outcomes. And as this is towards the intervention, it means aripiprazole is offering more reduction, means more relief to the patients versus placebo by a component of 1.09 with credible intervals ranging from -3.24 to 1.08, means the credible intervals are crossing line of null difference. Null hypothesis means the results are not statistically meaningful. Whereas in the second case, where we have cariprazine versus placebo, the reduction is more with cariprazole with an element of -2.40 versus placebo. And the credible intervals are not crossing line of null difference, means the results are statistically meaningful or statistically significant. This is how we read a forest plot. That is the outcome from a network meta-analysis. And this is called a league table. That was a forest plot. This is a league table. And how to read this one? We read it from top to left. Aripiprazole versus placebo results are -1.09, favoring aripiprazole because this was a negative outcome. The same value that we have seen in the forest plot, -1.09, credible interval ranging from -3.24 to 1.08, that forest plot has been created from this league table only. Aripiprazole versus placebo. This is cariprazine versus placebo. This is cariprazine versus aripiprazole. And you might be seeing some of the values in bold, others not in bold. The bold values are where the credible interval line is not crossing line of null hypothesis or 0. Those we generally bold them manually to showcase that these results are statistically meaningful or statistically significant. We can basically have multiple combination, like we can check for cariprazine versus olanzapine, olanzapine versus quetiapine, olanzapine versus placebo. It will have all the results from all the combinations of arms or the treatments that are entering into a network meta-analysis. This is the third type of result that we get from a network meta-analysis, that is a rankogram. This rankogram gives us the treatment ranking, that which treatment is giving the best results in that environment or in the studies that we are comparing. So here, how to read this rankogram? This rankogram is based upon sucra values, and the one that is having a highest peak at rank 1, this is the probability of having the rank 1. This one is blue, that is quetiapine. Here you can see the results, median value. Quetiapine is ranking 1 because it has the highest sucra value. Then the second rank is for olanzapine, and the last one is for the placebo. Like at 7, it is orange placebo because it has the lowest sucra value. Sucra value is the surface under the curved area that we have read in school and college as well, that what is the surface under this area. Based upon this, we calculate the sucra values, and the higher the sucra value, range from 0 to 1 only because it is in percentages. The highest the sucra value, the higher is the rank or the response. And if we have to compare with our results, forest plot, quetiapine is offering the best reduction in MADRS value, that is -4.81. Based upon this, the results show that quetiapine is the best treatment among all these 5-6 treatments that are being compared into this analysis. So these are the rankograms. These are the 3 type of results that we get from conducting a network meta-analysis. Then how we use this network meta-analysis in health economics and outcome research. First one is that we create a complete evidence landscape. Complete evidence landscape is utilized to basically do a direct and indirect evidence across trials to compare all relevant treatment. Suppose we are coming up with a solution for a pharmaceutical client, and that pharmaceutical client is launching a new drug. They have conducted a phase 3 trial comparing their drug with placebo, but they have not basically done multiple phase 3 trials because that's costly affair. So there we can utilize network meta-analysis to involve other standard of care or other treatments that are being already used in the market for the same indication. We can compare the results through conducting a network meta-analysis, that which treatment is better in offering that specific outcome. We need not to conduct a phase 3 trial to check for that. And that is why whenever we go for reimbursement decisions, reimbursement submissions, we always conduct network meta-analysis, because that goes as a part of global value dossiers that provide the sufficient evidence that yes, the treatment that you are offering, the new treatment that you are offering is better than the prior treatments. There are certain model assumptions, model decisions in that as well, that we provide along with network meta-analysis. Like we have budget impact analysis, we have cost effectiveness analysis, these type of models also along with our submissions, so that the payers can take a suitable decision to reimburse our molecule. We also use it for identifying the true comparative effectiveness rather than relying on isolated clinical trials. Like I have given an example that we cannot conduct multiple phase 3 trials. So we can compare our phase 3 trial results with the other phase 3 trials that has been conducted with the previous molecule or competing molecules through a network meta-analysis. This gives us a rank treatment options based upon the Sukra rankings, league tables, all the NMA results provide us certain rankings that which drug is offering a better outcome or better relief to the patients in comparison to other treatments. It reduces uncertainty for payers and HTA bodies, because whenever we go ahead with submission of global value dossiers for the reimbursement decisions, NMA results provide strength to our molecule that yes, our new molecule that we are offering to the patients provides better relief to the patients in those specific outcomes of the specific indication. It enables cost effectiveness and value modeling. Like I have given an example that along with the NMA results, we also develop models like cost effectiveness analysis, CEA model, budget impact analysis models. These NMA results are also included in those models to provide a comparative evidence that which drug is offering better relief and in what duration. Duration is also very important in these type of decisions. Suppose we have an oncology treatment that is enhancing the patient life by 4 years, whereas the previous treatments are enhancing the patient life by 2 years only. So the duration is also very important, that the relief is provided to the patient to what extent. Then last one is the supports market access and differentiation. Yes, it allows the pharmaceutical manufacturers to go ahead with the reimbursement as well as marketing. These network meta-analysis results are shown to KOL, doctors, physicians that yes, our drug offers better relief from these outcomes in this specific indication, and it also holds a strong decision making within the marketing teams. So these are basically that how network meta-analysis strengthen evidence-based decision making. You will be listening this word evidence-based decision making. This comes from network meta-analysis results, systematic literature review results, CEA, BIA models. So this is a complete HEOR environment, which is based upon evidence-based decision making, where a payer, a policymaker, a HTA body takes certain decisions based upon the evidence that has been provided to them. Because they have to take the decision, and these decisions are very important for the patient population and general people. So this is how we can support this decision making through a network meta-analysis. So this is all from my end on network meta-analysis for today. I'm open for questions.
So, Rajpal, NMA terminology can be a bit new for many people. Some of them are familiarized. Would you like to take where it comes in HUR hierarchy? In the meantime, I'll pull up the slide as well, right? If you can explain why do we need it, what is the first step, how it leads to meta-analysis, maybe a bit on that, please.
Sure. So I
Uh,
will stop sharing my slide, ma'am.
yeah.
So what happened, team? So when we talk about this healthcare decision making, if we go back to 1950s, 1960s, there we came up with these pharmaceutical solutions after World War II that we need some of the treatments, these pharmaceutical treatments were coming up and everything. There were decisions taken by by these HTA bodies, not based upon the phase 3 trials. Then came into picture after certain tragedies that happens with the patient, that we have to conduct phase 3 trials in certain environments, and based upon that only we will be doing or giving the approvals. Then came that these phase 3 trials cannot be comparing all the comparators, all the standard of cares. Then came into existence this network meta-analysis to assist basically that we need not to conduct multiple phase 3 trials, and we can utilize network meta-analysis data. Now, like from this slide, why we need for HEOR evidence? Because there is an identified unmet need. We have to supplement RCT data. We have to address evidence gaps, promote patient-centered research, develop evaluate cost, containment strategies, adapt to different populations. All these things we do from a HEOR evidence. Richa, would you like to add?
Yeah. So I'll just step back and go to this slide as well, the previous slide.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, just give me a second. Yeah. So let's focus on the definition of health economics and outcomes research, right? So if we learn about this and break it into two parts, one is health economics and one is outcomes research. So in health economics, the focus is not only on the outcomes but also on the cost inputs, whether the cost can be reimbursement for the payers, for the providers, or for the patient, and the outcomes that it focuses not only include clinical but epidemiological, quality of related economic outcomes as well. So this is how the terminology HEOR is clubbed. And why do we need HEOR evidence? HEOR or the HEOR studies cannot replace the randomized clinical trial, but they are a supplement to real world evidence studies, as we have seen. So now what I want to share, and it goes to this slide, is so the major focus that lies is on a systematic review. So we do a systematic review, which means we do a systematic searching of literature, and the guidance is laid down by Cochrane and Nice on to make out a meaningful evidence, either a qualitative or a quantitative. If it is a quantitative evidence, then we go for meta-analysis, and that also we see where direct head-to-head trials exist, or if there are no direct comparison, we do indirect treatment comparison or a network meta-analysis. um, if the evidence is not available in a quantified way, we do a qualitative research. But again, when we do NMA, then also we have to see the feasibility, whether is there any enough data available to do network meta-analysis. Hope the data is not too much heterogeneous, so that we do not the results are inconclusive. So that is why the approach of meta analysis are done. It helps in stack ranking the various treatment options in terms of various outcomes. The softwares that I started working in my career were Stata, then moved on to WinBugs and OpenBugs, and nowadays majority of the meta analysis is run on R, where you have open codes available. So through this, we just now open question to all our participants. We would like to ask, did you understand the context why NMA is done, where it comes in the value chain of HEOR? Um, Anyone can answer. You can type in the chat as well.
There was one question on what is difference between NMA and Bayesian NMA. So network meta-analysis is basically a technique or a mathematical calculation that we do. And for this, we have various methodology, Bayesian, frequentist, and Butcher method and other. We have multiple type of analysis offered through mathematicians. These are just a type of analysis that how you do the calculations based upon the heterogeneity within the studies. So these are
Yes.
different mathematical answers provided to conduct the analysis. All
Yes.
the results through these are similar. Ji, Dr. Ji.
Only two responses to Dr. Richard's question means other 426 are not understanding or did not understand the things. Guys? Yes. So you did not understand anything from webinar? 426 people. Only two responses were there to Dr. Richard. No, if you don't understand, please tell us.
Yeah.
This is very straight question. Yes or no? Binary. You don't have to
Yes.
choose.
Binary, yes, that's a perfect example of binary outcome, Dr. Ajit. Very well said.
Exactly.
Either it is a yes or a no, right?
Yeah. So if you don't understand, please tell us.
Yeah. You cannot half understand a thing.
it cannot be I
Yeah.
don't know.
No, I don't know is not at all an
Not an
option.
option.
Not an option.
So you
Not
can go
understood.
through the recordings as well, and you can go
Yes.
on
If you have any
Google to understand. Yeah.
particular question or something you did not understand, please mention here. We will try. Will give
Yeah.
it responses. Okay. Otherwise, we will have I think if the people wants to talk to Dr. Richa or Dr. I mean, if they have questions they want to ask live, you can ask us live directly. Yeah, you can open your mics, guys. Not a problem. Yes, you can open your mics also. Feedback form. NMA calculation part was difficult. That I also understood.
I know, and it comes with practice, guys. I mean,
Yes.
we are into this field for so many years, but every time, every study is new. I would like to say, no systematic review is similar to another. Forget about meta analysis, right?
Absolutely.
And it is difficult. You have
Yes.
rightly said, and it requires a lot of practice, numbers of years of practice. Still, once you try and master one concept, suddenly that day something new comes, right? So it's just that, as I say, learning and growing, just keep on learning the new things, and it comes with practice.
Yeah, there are some questions, Dr. Rajpal and Dr. Richa. Recordings available. Yes, recordings are live now on YouTube. You can check in YouTube. From now only, those are live.
Sorry, I just opened the chat window. I was not able to see it before. Okay,
Sorry, I
Rajpal,
was
if
on
you're
mute.
yeah, yeah,
Sorry.
if we are trying to reimburse a new molecule which doesn't
Uh,
have RCTs, enough literature based on, how can we do an NMA? Favorite question. Go ahead.
so if we don't have RCTs for a new molecule that we want to reimburse, that will not reach to that stage because prior to reimbursement, you have to take FDA approval or a HTA approval. So you will not get that NDA approval for that. So first you have to take a approval.
एक second. Sorry.
Ji.
Go on,
So
go on.
for taking a FDA approval or NDA approval, you need to provide phase 3 data. That's a mandate.
New drug
That is,
application.
yeah, new drug
Yeah.
application for any country. So you will have phase 3 data. Then only you can move ahead with the reimbursement. So in that case, you will have enough phase 3 data based upon which you have got the approval. Then you can conduct a network meta-analysis as well.
Someone was on door, actually, my nephew.
No.
Sorry.
Next question is that, are there any methods to reduce the heterogeneity of the studies? that you cannot reduce because those studies are already conducted. You are seeing the published results or manuscripts of already conducted study. You are here to check for the heterogeneity, that if there are more heterogeneity, a study was conducted in patients which are between 20 to 30 years. That cannot be directly compared with patients of 60 and more years. So that heterogeneity is there in the study results or in the study that has already been conducted. You have to check for that heterogeneity, and based upon that you have to take a decision whether this study should go into the analysis or not. For investing learner, we need to learn. For understanding and learning of NMA, we need to learn R as well. This is an optional thing. There are various tools available, easier ones, difficult ones. But yes, in the professional environment, we have to conduct analysis in R because that are much easier, because we have multiple studies, sometimes 200, 300, 400 studies that cannot be handled by easier tools or non-professional tools. So in a professional environment, we have to conduct these analysis in R.
And being in this field, from our professional experience, me and Rajpal can add, clients ask us to run
Yes.
NMA in R. They pay us for running NMA in R. Dr. Ajit, you're on mute if you're saying something.
Yes, yes. So I have a question from Bhavna to both of
Mm,
you.
mm.
I'm pursuing M-Pharmacy. What are the steps to go for HEOR? You both are M-Pharm, you both are pharmacy people, and you are the best in HEOR. So you must be answering this question.
Dr. Richa, please.
Okay, thank you. Uh, Start preparing. I would say early. Read about HUS. Start with the basics. There's a lot of, you all are actually blessed. I come from a little different generation, maybe a dinosaur age where we didn't had so many platforms and things available.
That's
My
true.
friends made me prepare for the interview for my first job. I have been at jobs where we were being called as hero team. HERO team has come, not HEOR. Right. I have passed that stage. But you guys are very lucky. There is a lot of material available online, Google, YouTube. Attend all the webinars, at least the free ones like you're attending today, as much as possible. Do the trainings, at least the basic trainings. Don't spend, if you do the trainings as per your pocket allows, but do it. One more thing, along with getting the technical training, learn about the competencies or the soft skills as well, in which communication is one of the important thing. Then learn about project management, ownership. There are a lot of trainings and stuff available. Another thing that I do on a personal level is I listen to a lot of leaders. For example, Sundar Pichai and many more, right? So each has its own preference. When you listen to them, you develop those competency skills on your own. So work on your technical as well as the softer aspects of the skills as well. But start early. This is what I can say. In an interview, if you have knowledge of what is ITT population, what is per protocol population, what is randomization, what is blinding, definitely it adds edge. Okay. Sir, please discuss about SPSS and Revman, the specifications.
I have shared. We
That
have
way.
we have the SPSS
Oh,
port open for registration now.
Yeah, yeah,
sorry.
that's what I'm
Yes, that's the
asking.
answer. That's the answer. Great, great, great.
There is one more question that I want to answer. Can we do NMA for non-clinical studies?
Mm.
Yes. So this HUR, this is not just about patients, about clinical, about these things. We can do systematic literature reviews about small topics like water issues in a certain city. I have seen systematic literature reviews conducted in Ministry of Health, all the ministries to give a suggested evidence-based response to a condition. Publications are there for each issues. You can draft your research question based upon that, and you can do analysis for each and everything. This is just a mathematical calculation which is comparing certain evidence. So it can be conducted for clinical aspects as well as non-clinical aspects as well. And this holds true for systematic literature reviews, network meta-analysis, all these models as well. Primary use is in healthcare, but yes, these are utilized for non-clinical or non-healthcare issues as well. Any other question? For fellowship questions, Dr. Ajit will be in better position to answer.
Okay, let me see the answer question, sir.
Yeah. From Dr. Akansha Singh, there is one question. Ma'am, since I'm not from pharma background, I have done MPH, so it was new concept for me. Have learned SLR and MA in MPH. Will the fellowship cover these topics from basic?
Absolutely, it covers all. Yes.
It does. It does. And I have MPH in my team as well. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yep.
I'm not getting the questions related to fellowship or course. If you have, please
I
retype.
think we have answered most of
Yeah.
them, Dr. Ajit, in
Yes.
the beginning. They were mostly regarding the fees and the structure, and I think yeah.
Hoping for the fellowship will be available next year. We are also wishing to, and
We are also
definitely,
wishing. We are actually wishing for many more things, and we will be yeah.
yes. R is tough for me. Okay. We
With
have the course.
practice.
No, we have all the courses in R, SES,
Yes.
SPSS. We teach
Yes.
everything.
Dr. Ajit is the best one to answer these. Yeah.
We teach everything. We teach everything. Okay. No, slides will not be provided. The recordings will be. Recordings are available for you and will be available for you. Don't worry about that. But slides will not. Very simple. Yeah, in HEOR, material is there. Yes, it's a very, very important part. In HEOR, you will be getting the reading materials in every class. Don't worry about that. Okay. I mean, the fellowship, what I'm talking about, fellowship and course, you will be getting the reading materials. Okay. But not for free webinar, not for free webinar.
There is one question from Ritik Jana that funnel plot is necessary for meta-analysis. Yes, funnel plot is there to assess the publication bias. That publication bias which comes from the risk of bias assessment or through publications that we cover in quality assessment of the studies. We do that as well in a network meta-analysis or a meta-analysis.
Please share how HEOR industry is performing 10 years back now and how it might be performing 10 years from now. My God.
It's a growing industry. It has always
Yes.
grown since last 10 years
I
also.
think, Aditya, I have answered your most of the questions, dear. You are asking it again and again. That
Hmm.
credibility question you are asking again and again. I have answered already. If it is recognized by UGC and AICT, yes, that's why first thing what I started with in webinar was why you are seeing so much of logos. When we are
Yes.
saying university, that means UGC. Understand, universities are recognized by UGCs if they are definitely, good universities. So, Gitanjali University, you can go and check, right? The society, TMF, okay, Tamram Medical Foundation, okay, under which the TMC comes. So, we have all ethical, legal, possibilities, MOUs, agreements with us to conduct this fellowship. Okay. If you are asking again and again to have some specific answers in your mind, you can ask directly. Okay. But the credibility what we were looking for to give to our participants, that is 100% I can guarantee, my team can guarantee because we are working for all the agreements, MOUs for last 1 year. Right. And I myself I'm known for, giving the best things to the, people and students, right? But still, things are very transparent, very clear. Okay. Please share if the role of climate diversity university. What do you want to understand the role? Role, what is the role? We are collaborators, you will get everyone on the certificate, you know. And though I have explained this, medical center, Tamra Medical Center, which is the hospital, is for internship. Dual sphere climate. What do you want to know? I don't understand these things. I mean, these are the not these are not the questions from a participant. If I try to understand. Okay. Anyways, we have answered all of these, so yeah, better. I think we've given all the examples also, ma'am. Global SaaS. I think all are done, right?
Yeah, in next 2 weeks we'll be coming up with another webinar.
Yes. I think next week only we are having a not or
No,
2 weeks.
2 weeks. 2
2
weeks.
weeks.
2 weeks.
Yes, yes,
Yes.
yes. The
Yes.
third webinar of the series is on what will be the date? I'm not sure. I have to check.
First, 1st of Feb, I think it falls on.
Oh, first Feb is Sunday.
Yeah.
First Feb is Sunday. Yes, first Feb is Sunday. Correct. So first Feb. The next third webinar. Can you please topic also, Dr. Richa?
Yes, it is on economic modeling. Uh,
Wow.
yeah, and Dr. Akansha Verma from Dual Sphere Consulting will be taking it up. Again, it's a free webinar. We will
Yeah.
be publishing the post very soon about the same, and then we can request all of you to go ahead and register.
Okay.
We are
Yes. 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 Sorry. Sorry. Please go ahead. Go ahead. I was just reacting to these questions. So sorry.
no, no. For modeling, also, guys, we are coming up with some of the innovative topics, not the regular what is CA, what is BIM, because that is available in literature as well, right? So, we are coming up with certain topics so that it's more interesting and engaging for you. Okay. Yeah. So, we will be coming up with patient perspective cost modeling.
Okay, sir, for trainee person who is considering transition into HEOR role, the amount fees will be considered as 20,000 or 40,000 because we are in early stage as trainees without job guarantee. So it will be useful if we consider less amount as 20,000. You apply Vigneshwaram, we'll see.
We'll
Okay.
see because we have a selection criteria
We
as
have the
well.
selection criteria. We have a lot of other things. We have the
Yes.
CSR fund. So don't worry about that. You please
Yeah.
apply. Yes, we'll
Yeah.
see. Sir, will you get any related masters to get in HEOR? Yes, there are the master certificate course in HTA right now. Manipal provides that, and the fees is 3.5 lakh for I think 2 years, and there is a full-time master's course in HTA, I believe. Not in HTA, no, not in HEOR fully, but they provide master's degree in HTA right now in Manipal. Yes. I think they've shared the brochure also with me a few days back, and they're very good. I mean, Manipal is a premium institute. So, if you are looking for the master's course, master certificate course in, in HTA, you can definitely try Manipal. I think that is the only institute in India to provide, master's degree in HTA. HEOR and HEVA same. I think you have
Yes,
answered.
some of the companies, I mean, refer it that way, right? So it's evidence, value, and access,
Yes, 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 yes. Okay,
or
so
health economics and value assessment. So many of the companies, just it's a company specific thing, I can say.
okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's nice. Mm, one person has typed this question almost 100 times. How and when will you get our certificate? Which certificate? This certificate you will get by Friday evening, everyone. You have filled the form. Now wait and chill, enjoy the cold in north and enjoy the hot in south. And your certificates will be delivered by Sunday. Sorry, Friday, not
Friday,
Sunday.
next Friday. Yeah. Please,
I mean
please have
upcoming,
patience.
upcoming, upcoming Friday, okay?
Yeah.
You don't have to type it 100 times, Lakshay. Sondria, everyone is typing the same question, I think, or wow. Friday, you will be getting, and if you're leaving the group, I'm not responsible again. You have to be in the group to get the updates of the certificates. Okay, you will be getting definitely. Sir, can you provide roadmap or pathway for HEOR? Just we were talking on that only. Dr. Richa was talking on that. Yes, yes, yes. In every webinar, we talk about that. We were just talking now how to enter to the HEOR and STA market and all, how to learn what are the career
And
options.
yeah,
And
and how HEOR is beneficial. Yeah.
yeah, and I think about the career options we have talked in the first webinar. So please go ahead and check the first webinar link in our YouTube channel. You will get it. You don't have to pay anything for all the courses are all the webinars are free and just we have put in our YouTube channel. Please check. Not only related to HUR but all those things and HUR also career options. Last week we took on 4th of January. This is there in our YouTube channel. Please go and find out. Career break, Mallika, you please apply. We'll see. Don't worry. Okay. And yes, one more very important thing we forgot to tell you. We will be having the target of publishing at least one paper of your project in fellowship. Okay, one paper publication, one real world evidence paper publication in your fellowship. If you are enthusiast, we will not write on behalf of you, we will guide you. But we are targeting at least one paper in fellowship. Okay, so if you are really interested in practical learnings, I'm inviting you again to join the fellowship. That is not only the learnings, practicals, theory, or the practical learning is like the project in the hospital, but that comes with the publication also. Okay. So I'm in the group 4 as group 2 is full. No, nothing will affect your certificate. Chill, don't worry. Yes, definitely, Ujjwal, you can. Yeah,
Ujjwal, you
sure.
can go ahead. You can tag us as well. Me,
Please,
Dr.
please go
Ajit, and
ahead.
Dr.
Please go.
Rajpal. Yeah.
Please go ahead. Okay, one last question we'll take and then we'll go. No. You don't have to fill the interest form again. Even the attendance form, please fill only once, guys. If you are filling it again and again, it may impact your certificate. We will delete. Because I have seen many people filling this as you are typing here 100 times. You fill the same form, feedback form 10 times. We get your response in one also. Okay, it really, irritates my team, not me majorly, but my team definitely because when they have to filter out now, it takes time. And see, that's a problem, right? I hope you all understand that what are the processes, right? So, yeah. So if you don't receive certificate of AI tools, you will get, dear. You will get today evening by or tomorrow. You will get. Don't worry. Okay. Chalo, guys, take care.
Fine.
Take care. Thank you,
Yes.
doctor.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dr.
Thank
Rajpal.
you.
Thank you, Dr. Richa. Bye
Thanks,
bye.
Rajpal. Thanks, Dr.
Have a
Thanks,
good
Ajit.
everyone.
Sunday.
Bye-bye.
Have a good Sunday. Bye bye,
Yeah,
guys.
Yeah,
bye
Bye bye.
bye.
bye-bye.
Thank you.